Hey everybody, I just wanted to do a quick video where I share what I'm working on currently, especially since I am halfway through summer. I only have 1 month left before I go back to school. So I just wanted to share what I have going on, what I'm trying to work on. There's a lot of different projects. I'm making a little bit of progress on each of them and hoping to finish some of these projects before school starts, if I get a little bit more time to myself. Okay, so on my desk right here, I have my 2 me albums. I have a project that I was starting. It's one of the projects that is, I consider it a bag project because I had all the pieces in a page protector, and I have several projects that are in bags. So that is one I really wanted to do. I just kind of picked at random, like which one is speaking to me right now at this point, and that was the one. And then I, of course, have stuff that I'm starting to print, and I will show that to you in a second. Let's start with my me album from 2024. So this is my 2024 album, and it starts in June, and one of my goals was to map this out for the rest of the year. And I did that. I think I went all the way to December, and you can see that as the month goes on, I've done less of the pages, but that's what usually happens for some reason. Like, I can't get past September and October and December, but hopefully I will, because I'm going to work on these like in September and October, and that way I can use the new products that I get and play with the new products with September photos. Mapped it all out for 2024, and I'm starting with June. I have a lot of July done, and I have a lot of pages for June, but I had a few more stories that I wanted to do. I have an opening page I'd like to do, plus 2 one-page stories and an end page, and a page about my friend and I reading The Fourth Wing together. So several pages in June. There's actually a lot in June, considering that I have done quite a bit for June already. I'm excited to have this all mapped out, and like I've said before, this album or this particular binder can hold a lot of pages. So I should be able to finish the rest of the year using just this binder. Now this is 2024, and this one is getting close to the middle of the rings, so I probably will need to split it up soon. I have a page in October and nothing for September, and a few in August. So it's getting pretty full because I am doing so many pages in here, but I am just about through with April. I know I just shared a process video about April, but I have one funny picture that I wanted to document that my son took. Then I also have this week in the life spread. I haven't printed the pieces yet, but that's there. And then I have the end page. I also just mapped out May, and that's what a lot of these photos are. Like this one right here, this is 2 pieces, one for the left and one for the right, that kind of documents summer, and I believe it's for June. For this particular album. I've printed for June, and then I've got May here, and this is going to be my opening for May. I have a collage for, I think this is April, in my me journal. And then I had this weird space down here, so I just printed a quote because I don't like to waste space when I'm printing. So excited to have started printing, and yeah, getting started on that. And I will take you over to my computer in just a little bit and share what I'm working on over there. Now for my reading journals, these are from last year, and I am trying really hard to figure out ways to finish these journals, because I will admit you should not document every single book that you read, because it's nearly impossible, or at least make a fancy page for every single one. But I have just this book, and this one left to do some writing, and then I'm pretty much done with this volume 1. And so I put together the different pieces that I wanted to use, and I stamped out a bunch of different things, and I'm making a little bit of progress on this particular journal. And then I'll just go back and through and see what I'm missing. Like I can see here, I missed adding the rating. So I'll figure out what I'm missing on that one, and then I can definitely focus on this one. Now in this journal, I have started working on August. I've got the calendar. I don't have the stats yet, but I also did the calendars for the rest of the year. So September, October, November, and December. And that way those are all done. I also started finding quotes for the different books, and I still may add more quotes because I was thinking if I do add more quotes, I can always stamp them, and that'll take up more room in case I don't remember about the book that I read so long ago. So that's an option. And then I also thought about how I can search for images online, and that's what I did here. I could not find the artist to, credit it. So I can't add that in the description box, but having these images takes up a lot of space. And then I can just stamp a quote over here and add a little bit of thoughts and then call it done. And so that's my thinking to fill up these pages, is lots of, imagery, if I can find it, that will match with the book, stamping and large quotes, and that'll help me fill up the pages. So you can see over on this one, again, I found an illustration. I think this one had the artist, but I don't even know if I like this size. I might want to print it bigger, but I've got those images. And then the other thing that I did was I went through the journal and I stamped the rating, and I made all the boxes. I did all the genres, and I filled it in. I had a great quote for this book, so I filled in that quote. And I'm just doing bit by bit, trying to fill in this journal as I can. And if I don't finish it, I guess I don't finish it. But I've got bits and pieces, and I'm making some progress on this journal. And I will say, as I was going through this, I realized that I skipped 3 books in December. So hopefully I can squeeze those in. But making some progress on this journal. We'll see if I actually decide whether I want to finish it or not. And then the reading journal for this year, it is bulging. I have no idea if it's going to hold up till the end of the year. I hope it does. I definitely have the elastic to hold it together, but it still kind of bows. And I actually, based on a subscriber's comment, I can't remember who it was now, but I really appreciated their suggestion. They said that in the back of my journal, I could add a place for the rating, or I could add a place for the genre and what number the book was. So I'm actually kind of working on that right now, and I may share that in the next video. But I have ratings here. I broke it down with a key. And then this one is going to be genres. I just haven't decided how I want to break it down, and I just have to pick the colors. But that way, if I do it this way, then I don't have to do the flip ups and potentially make really thick pages. So that has been fun to add in. Of course, my boxers are not straight, and I use my homemade stencil, and that works just fine. I love how that turned out and how this one turned out, and I can put it to use and show it to you guys when I do probably my April reviews, because that's going to come next for these pages. And then I did realize for March, I don't know if you guys remember me telling you, but I was saying that I had no room for my March collage. I actually do. I just somehow these pages got stuck together. So I can put March there and then decorate it, because I love having these collages here with different moments where I was reading. I love it. So I'm going to keep that going as well. But next year, definitely it's going to be a disc bound book. Then for Thursday, I am working on finishing up June. I have a few more pages that I would like to finish up, and then I will share it with you guys and do a walkthrough of June. So it's just a matter of filling in the notes. Like the trip I went on with my friend, I took all my notes on my phone, so I just have to write them down here, and just little things like that. Like I want to add some stamping there, so I'm just gonna wrap up this and then share June with you on Thursday. Okay, so that is a look at what I have going on as far as my summer projects. I thought I was going to take you over to my computer and kind of show you the behind the scenes of my computer, but that video wound up being a little bit longer, so I will actually do a bonus behind the scenes video tomorrow, Wednesday, and I hope you guys really enjoy that because I learned how to show my face while I'm showing you things on the computer. So I hope you enjoyed my little check-in for the summer crafting and where I'm at for my various projects. I'd love a thumbs up or a subscribe if you are new to my channel. Have a great day. Bye.